So I wanted to touch on some other things that developed really nicely in the running game for us in this game. Here you see the UCLA defense is basically in a 3 deep look. And they played basically cover 3 and quarters worth against us most of the game, and we loved running against both. So here we're going to see the offense run a belly play, and just want to stop it here right as Malcolm Brown's getting the ball, and just notice how wide open this play is. Because we threaten the play side and backside gaps so much, it really puts pressure on the linebackers to be aggressive when they think we're attacking outside like that, or on the off-tackle spots. So here we sucker them in by using CJ to kind of, and the belly play is basically just where the fullback is going to block to one side, and then the running back actually is going to run to the backside on a dive play, basically. So here you can see it's sort of like inside zone blocking on the front side of this play, and on the backside we're basically cutting off these backside defenders. What you get there is you get the linebackers to flow over the play side here, and they get cut off from the backside of this play, and that leaves a wide open running lane, assuming everyone executes the way they're supposed to. Just before we see this go all the way through, let's back up one more time and just pay attention to what Espinosa and Snow are able to accomplish on the inside here. So they combo and they're able to seal these players out of the play, and that's really what makes this play work. And great finish to the run there from Malcolm Brown, getting an extra 4 yards essentially on the play.
So this next play is a power play from the pistol, and I've pointed out some of the areas where Snow has struggled in the power play in the past, so I just wanted to point out what a good job he did on this play. If we watch him pull here, he's going to see Barrett Matthews base blocking the defensive end, and doing a great job, by the way. And so he decides to pull inside, and this time he's right. It's the right call. See him lead out here and pick up his assignment and just dominate this block and finish it all the way to the ground. And that's exactly what we've been hoping to see from Snow up to this point, where he's whiffed on some blocks. In this game, he really had a pretty good game, and this is maybe his best play. Let's back up and look at it one more time. The one thing that didn't go so great on this play is this hinge block from Cochran that really he shouldn't give up ground like he does on this play. And he gets caught on his heels and gets driven straight back, and that almost causes this play to not work. But instead, Brown ends up picking up a lane and getting downfield, getting some good yardage.
So here we're going to run flex outside zone. Just want to look at a few things on this play. The first is this pin block by DJ Grant, and he gets in pretty good initially on this defensive end. He gets underneath him and has leverage. Then eventually the defensive end's strength takes over, and he's able to shove Grant back into the pulling lineman, which is going to disrupt their pull, and that forces them to come back inside here. And actually, just like any outside zone play, the main read is going to be on the defensive end. So that's actually what Brown's reading here. If he sees that defensive end is not pinned and is flowing play side, then he's going to cut inside of that defensive end. If instead that he sees he's blocked, then he wants to run the play outside that defensive end. And that's just the same as normal outside zone. So here, he picks up a lane. Things are going pretty well. Snow kind of doesn't have his best moment here as he's trying to come under control. And then the safety comes up and makes a great hit to knock the ball loose. But if we just revisit Grant's blocking again, it looks like our tight ends are basically trying to do these pin blocks similar to how they would base block on a power play. And it's really a different block than that. Once he gets this inside leverage, what he wants to do is shift his positioning so that he seals this defender inside. The defender may be able to penetrate some, but as long as he's inside, then it should set enough of an edge to allow these pullers to get around. But by trying to physically dominate him, that's not a battle we're going to be able to ever consistently win with DJ Grant. So he's got to learn to use his feet better. So this is a short yardage situation, and we know we've gotten CJ as a short yardage back. He's a no hesitation runner who's just going to plow forward and usually get that conversion. But I wanted to point out this is one of the few times when that kind of hurt us. So we're running power here. We do a great job of sealing everything. Snow makes a great decision and pulls around here, where normally he just goes off tackle. He's reading the block correctly and he's going to pull around it. Look how wide open this is. If CJ follows him outside, presumably he gets the seal here, and this is wide open for a good gain. Instead, he just runs into the pile, and we don't get the conversion. So though I appreciate his directness as a short yardage runner, he does need to actually read the blocks when we're going to run a power like this. If not, we're going to need to stick to the runs that are directly aimed at opening up that gap that he's running to.
So the last running play I wanted to touch on is this lead draw. And I just wanted to highlight not only how well we do on the blocking here, which, the key to a draw is sitting back in your passing stance. But then as the offensive line, or as the defensive line goes to engage, of taking control of the defender as they step in to engage. And we do a great job across the board of that here. You can see Walters in particular really does a great job of controlling his man. And then Johnson does a great job of coming up here and picking up the linebacker who sniffs out the play. But the biggest deal of all here is Malcolm Brown's patience on this play. And you always hear people talk about it. Running back needs to be patient. But look how patient he is with the blocks here, and really, lets them develop, finds a little space, keeps moving forward, but never pushes it, always works with his blockers rather than just running by them. And that's, he's able to get good yards out of this play, even though it's only a 4-yard gain, or 3-yard gain or whatever. He got the most out of this play as he could, and the way those big lanes open up is by being patient like that.